All right, in today's video, we are back to our overall look at the maintenance and reliability best practices framework inside the asset management domain, and we are talking about life cycle management. Life cycle management. Whew. Oftentimes, this is a piece that is not done well. I guess would be a good way to put that. And many times it's because the data just doesn't exist. Either the company bought a used asset, or they purchased a whole line from some other company, or the asset's been around for 100 years and we don't actually have history that goes back far enough, or the CMMS system or EAM is not collecting all of the cost. What do I mean by that? Well, sometimes we're not collecting service costs and actually tying them to assets. So we issue POs and we use contractors to come help us get work done, but we don't actually track the cost against the asset inside the CMMS or EAM. So life cycle management is about how do we track all of the costs and make good repair versus replacement decisions. In addition to that, as part of the engineering process and design for reliability, lifecycle management helps us with decision making on which assets to acquire based on their total cost of ownership. So lifecycle management is the process by which we make sure that during planning, acquisition, and useful life, we are tracking all the costs appropriately and making good repair versus replacement decisions. This is actually called terotechnology. So terotechnology is the science behind managing an asset's life cycle. And when we do this well, the expected budget needs for managing reliability are known up front. And we can incorporate those into our maintenance budget and our spare parts budget and all kinds of areas that can make sure that throughout the useful life, we have the appropriate resources to see the value from the asset. In addition, decisions are made for asset replacement based on total cost of ownership. But you've got to collect the data for total cost of ownership in order to be able to articulate these decisions. One of the things we see often as we go into these plants are maintenance managers that say, well, that's been here forever. It's been a piece of crap for 10 years, and they've been telling us they're going to replace it, but they haven't replaced it. And the trouble with that is in maintenance, we oftentimes are not so good at articulating why it's a piece of crap. Maintenance people know things emphatically. We are at the pulse of the plant, just like operators. And so when we say it's a piece of crap, it's because it's a piece of crap. However, that's not good business logic. And when we're in a table full of engineers and plant managers and finance people, that's an opinion and not data. Through life cycle management, we can get the appropriate data because we're managing it in the system to articulate the argument better. So if you're having difficulty with getting the approval to replace assets that should be replaced and need help and guidance in that area, reach out to us at reliabilityx.com. You can do so by going to reliabilityx.com and hitting contact us. You can also shoot an email to ask@reliabilityx.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go make tomorrow better than today.